I think sports fans and idol fans aren't that different. I've been watching Hololive for 6 years now, and this year the FIFA World Cup is in America. So I wanted to celebrate by hosting and creating my own Rocket League tournament that will encapsulate the whole fan base. But who are the competitors? Me? No. What if I do a CPU-only tournament with 32 of Hololive's VTubers and name it the Writer BB123 Hololive World Cup? I mean, the official channel has already uploaded a Eurobeat album. The rules I'm going to use for this are a nice round 16 teams doubles format. Each VTuber will be partnered with one person or their most popular ship. I also considered putting Raora, Sana, Chloe, Anya, and Miko into this as well, but I just didn't have enough space for them. To make it even more fair, we're not using single elimination, we're using double elimination, which means you have to lose twice to be out of it, and every match is also best out of 5. I'm not going to discuss and talk about what happened in every game because we'd be here all day. Instead, I've picked out my favorite moments of the tournament, and who would have thought the craziness would begin in our very first match between Takamori and Bloodraven. Takamori is one of HololiveEN's oldest ships, and Bloodraven is one of the strongest new ships. Both teams have a lot of fans, so which one will be able to claim the victory? Takamori won Game 1 1-0 and Game 2 3-2 in overtime. Bloodraven wasn't going to go down without a fight though, and bullied their way to a Game 3 2-1 win. Just like Game 3, Takamori could clinch the series with a win, but then something unexpected happened.
We have 2 minutes and 36 seconds to decide this game. On the kickoff, Kiara wins, but Narissa is able to control it and send it into Takamori territory. Oh, here comes Herb with the attack on the bounce with the shot. Wow, that was very close. Surprisingly close to scoring. Kiara with the assist. Kiara wants this to go to Game 5. What was she thinking? Trying to own goal her own goal. Herb is like, thank you very much, I will take that. Overtime in Game 4. A good bounce for Bloodraven. It's on shot, but it just barely misses. Oh, that was so close. Couldn't believe that bounce had gotten so close to the goal, but Yuri looks at the ball, sees nobody in net, and thinks, I could almost score this. Here comes Narissa pushing the ball down the side. Could this be it? Game 5 on the line. Game 5! We have Game 5! Narissa trying to get that pass over to the center of the net. Oh, it just barely clipped the post. Here comes the offense from Kiara. She gets blown up from behind. That was rude. But you do what you gotta do in Game 5, I understand. That almost scores, but what a defensive stop by the defense. Here comes Takamori trying to score, but it's taken away by Narissa, who sees an open net. Lines it up. Doesn't have enough power. It does! A pass to Elizabeth, and Elizabeth scores. It should be a pass, but it's not. That's crazy. I guess it did hit another player. 30 seconds. Oh, that was an open shot by Callie, but Callie just misses it by a hair, and a pretty big hair. But she will be thinking about that one as they will be moving on to the loser's bracket. Bloodraven comes back from a 2-0 deficit and just commanding fashion wins Game 5. Takamori 3 shots on net and does not capitalize. Bloodraven wins game number 5 and wins the very first best of 5 match in the Hololive World Cup. That was an excellent start to the tournament.
In the end, Takamori just kept getting in their own way and blew it. Bloodraven was able to complete the comeback and win 3 straight games. The chances of this happening are about 12.5% and even probably lower due to Rocket League's physics engine. But as long as there's a chance, it's still possible. That rare but not impossible comeback set the stage for the next series I want to talk about, which is Amesame VS Takoseki.
Oh, here comes Gura on the attack, trying to get this game tied up. Oh, and they just barely miss. Ame almost scored, but it did not make it in. Ina trying to make it 3-0 when all they need to do is run out the clock. Wow, oh, what the heck? What kind of communication and teamwork is that? It's not like, oh, wow, 3-0.
It was the pink!
10 seconds, and they will take game number 1. That'll do it. A great performance by Ina, who scored 3 goals. Here comes Gura, pushing the ball into Takoseki territory. Can she center it? It hits it too hard. Oh, what a shot! Bibu taking the lead. The very lackadaisical defense by Amesame gets exposed. And it's just a perfect shot. Like, it is a very hard shot to defend. So you gotta give your kudos to both teams for a great game. Here we go. Can Amesame tie it up? And no harm, no foul. It looks like Takoseki gets game number 2.
As you can see, these games were close, but Takoseki was one step ahead the entire time. What made me discuss this matchup was that Game 3 was a boring 0-0 game, but it ended with Bibu scoring a kickoff goal immediately at the start of overtime and eliminating Amesame. Amesame didn't fare much better against Autofister in the losers round because they also got swept by them too. In fact, the greatest accomplishment of Amesame is that they are the only team in the entire tournament who didn't even win a single game. The next battle I want to focus on is a Japanese branch showdown between Okakoro and Fubumio. These 4 VTubers are such titans of the industry, and I wanted to give them some credit while representing their branch inside of the community. After 3 games, Okakoro leads 2-1 and is trying to eliminate Fubumio. It's tied 2-2, and I want you to see what happens next.
It's a good break for Okakoro as no damage is done. Lots of time being taken off here. 40 seconds to go. Blocked by Mio. Here comes the attack. It's a very strong hit. 30 seconds. Mio blows up Corone. I'm afraid nobody's gonna score. And we are gonna play our second overtime of the series. Oh, that's... No! No way! No way! No way! We're playing Game 5! I have never seen it be scored that close. Okakoro spend too much time kissing each other in the center of the field, and Fubumio scores and takes the lead. I can't believe it. I'm in shambles. And we have overtime in our first Game 5. First overtime Game 5. Let's see what happens now that we have reached sudden death. Next score wins and moves on. It's basically everything was... Oh. Wow! And Okyu continues the game by missing. this match should have ended right there. Fortunately, she is stuck on the rail and watches as Fubumio goes down, passes it over to the middle. It rolls greatly. It's a great shot. Can it roll in? It does. It scores. And Mio wins the Game 5 overtime score. What a match. But what? Just super tense. You could hear a pin drop in this game. But congratulations to Fubumio on an incredible comeback, not just in Game 4, but also to win in Game 5. Okyu missing that shot right there in overtime, and Mio sealing the deal. Very, very satisfying game, and that is what we want to see in the Hololive World Cup.
What a successful and surprising opening round. Let's take a moment to take a look at those results. Here are the 8 teams who won and the 8 teams who lost. Okakoro is now here at the bottom of the losers bracket, and their next opponent is Aquashio. The two of them battled in 5 close games, and Game 5 went to overtime as well. Which team would Lady Luck favor this time? This is what we were hoping for in this tournament, a sudden death Game 5 overtime. Winner take all. It's a good bounce for Aquashio, but Corone just has enough jump to stop that goal from going in. It looked very dangerous, but they weren't able to get it. And now Corone sends it over to Aquashio's corner. Shion's got the boost. Can she outspeed them? Can it roll in? Aquashio with a massive opportunity. Shion with 513 points puts the goal in the net, and they win Game 5. What a game. Okakoro once again suffers a Game 5 loss, and they are out of the tournament. But this is just the beginning for Aquashio. It would appear Aquashio and Bloodraven both have a habit of gambling in Game 5s. However, Shion was playing like an MVP and carried her team. In the last match against Bloodraven, Shion was also the one who eliminated them with this buzzer beater with nothing but 3 seconds left. In round 3, Aquashio had an interesting matchup with Takoseki, 2 teams with great chemistry, but in the end, Aquashio won it in 4 games. On the topic of Takoseki though, you have to see what Fuwamoco did to them earlier. This might be my favorite clip of the entire tournament. Fuwamoco. Like, genuinely, Takoseki has just not really scored. Like, Bloodraven went ice cold, Takoseki went ice cold. We're starting to see the good teams separate from the rest of the pack, if I was being completely honest. Maybe it's the law of averages, which it probably is. But who said that? Live in the fun world of Rocket League. Come on. Oh, good stop, but that really didn't matter. Unless? Oh, it's right to him. Let's go! Oh my god! What a fucking play! What a play! What a clutch play with the fucking 11 seconds left. It's a tie game. The comeback starts now. Dang it. I was just gonna say it was gonna be a 3-0, it'd be really funny. No way. No way! No way did that just happen! The blow up, the kill. That's crazy. Fuwamoco are gonna win 3-0 and win this series. They're moving on to the winners semifinals. Fuwamoco wins. Unbelievable. For just CPUs, I have never before seen such an insane last-second goal. As Fuwamoco advanced into the next round, the team they would match up with next was Fame. Fuwamoco was able to force Game 5 after winning Game 4. However, Game 5 was a very defensive standstill. Fauna was able to score a goal with 2 minutes left, and Fuwamoco needed to answer. So in the last few seconds, Fuwawa tried shooting the ball, but Mokuko ended up dramatically blocking the ball from going in, and the game was over. There was a tiny part of me cheering for Fuwamoco because I thought it would be funny. Like, imagine if the twin sisters won the Hololive shipping tournament. Anyway, after all of that, let's take a look at the current standings. We haven't talked much about Pavonova yet, but they've gotten here with their defense and chemistry. They've also scored 6 goals in one game in the past, and Fame scored 5 goals against Fuwamoco in Game 3, so it's shaping up to be a supernova level showdown. Pavonova started off the winners finals hot by winning games 1 and 2 by scoring late goals and playing good defense. Fame took back the momentum by locking in and winning games 3 and 4. Could Pavonova continue their dominance, or will Fame complete the comeback? Please let this happen, it would be so funny. That ball is close to the net, but Rene can't find the angle. Gets the boost, at least. Fame just need to stall it out. But now they're on the offense. The pass to the center. Oh my god, can it score? It can't! Because they were late. Somehow, they weren't there. And now that ball's gonna center on Fame's net. Oh my god, it's tied. Fuck around and find out. Game 5, tied at 2 apiece, 90 seconds. Can Fame complete the comeback? Or will Pavonova end this right before? What a shot! Mume with the pass! What a kickoff! I mean, it was beautiful, right to her. This is insane. With a trip to the championship on the line. Losing as many games as you could possibly lose. Does Pavonova have one last gasp of breath? A huge save by Muna that stops it from being 4-2. That could have been the dagger, I would say. Rene coming in hot, trying to score. Can't get the angle. Ooh. Mume, good time waster. Ball bounces off the glass. And it's on target, but it hits the post. Man. Two shots on goals for Fame that could easily have gone in. Pavonova with 18 seconds left. The ball is there. It's in the middle of the field. Fame. They're going to complete the comeback. Unbelievable. Stuff of legends. They're going to the championship game. I can't believe that. Unbelievable. Fame wins 3-2. And it's done. It happened. In front of my eyes. Pavonova has now been demoted to the losers finals, and their opponent is Timesmith, who has been on an incredible winning streak. They've defeated Autofister, Fubumio, Fuwamoco, and Suitoa in somewhat convincing fashion. The only team that has been able to beat them was Pavanova. So, fuck that. Timesmith averaged 2 goals per game in the losers finals, and Kayla scored a hat trick in Game 5. Timesmith was able to get revenge on their earlier loss, and Pavanova was sent home early with a very respectable bronze medal. However, this means that the championship match will be between Fa Mei and Timesmith. Who could have guessed it would be these 4 girls in the finals? Before we get started, I would like to mention that this will obviously be the final series the video covers. If you would like to view all the games I didn't talk about and some extra info on the tournament, there should be a Google Doc in the description down below. It's been a long journey, but in the end, only one team can win. The time has finally come for us to crown a winner. The finals between Fa Mei and Timesmith was a back-and-forth battle filled with clutch moments, defensive stands, and plenty of overtime drama. What you are currently watching is the gameplay from game number 1, and it was a fantastic game. In game 1, both offenses dominated from the start. They traded goals back and forth throughout regulation. The game eventually reached overtime, where Fauna came up with a crucial save before immediately turning defense into offense and scoring the winner. Fa Mei won 5-4 because they capitalized on a momentum swing at the perfect time, giving them an early 1-0 series lead. However, Game 2 was the complete opposite, turning into a tense defensive showdown. Both teams played carefully, and the goalkeepers on each side made several important saves to keep the score tied at 0-0 deep into the match. Fa Mei continued attacking aggressively, but they stayed exposed for too long and were punished late. Timesmith took advantage of that overcommitment and secured a narrow 1-0 victory, tying the series because of their patience and disciplined defense. In Game 3, the action returned quickly. Mume scored early to give Fa Mei control, but Crony answered late with a clutch bank shot off the glass to tie the game with only 46 seconds left. Right after this equalizer, Fauna delivered one of the biggest plays of the series by scoring directly off of the kickoff to steal the victory. Fa Mei won 2-1 because they responded instantly under pressure and converted a sudden opportunity before Timesmith could recover. Game 4, though, belonged entirely to Kayla and Crony defensively. Timesmith jumped out to a fast 2-0 lead and then locked the game down. Fa Mei struggled to break through as the Warden and Blacksmith controlled possession and denied any scoring opportunities. Timesmith earned the win by combining an explosive start with disciplined defense, evening the championship games once again. Game 5 became the most dominant performance of the first half of the series. With the game tied 2-2 and every player already having scored at least once, Kayla created the turning point by setting up Crony for the go-ahead goal. After taking the lead, Timesmith completely overwhelmed Fa Mei and turned the close game into a blowout. Timesmith won 4-2 because of their strong teamwork and balanced scoring from every player, and a powerful finish that Fa Mei could not stop. In Game 6, Mume appeared ready to score, but her shot deflected awkwardly off the goalpost, allowing Timesmith to recover. Kayla and Crony managed to find the key openings and escaped with a 1-2 win. Their ability to capitalize on lucky breaks and play excellent defense brought their win streak to 3, but only a 1-0 lead due to the double elimination. Game 7 delivered one of the most dramatic endings of the championship. Crony scored an incredible late goal that gave Timesmith the lead, but Fauna answered with a clutch equalizer to force overtime. During overtime, Fauna found an opening and rolled the game winner in for a 3-2 victory. Fa Mei won because they refused to give up after the late setback and used their momentum to dominate once extra time began. Game 8 shifted back toward defense and strategy. Timesmith slowed the pace of the game dramatically, controlling possession and stalling with the ball for nearly 3 minutes. By limiting Fa Mei's opportunities and running down the clock, Timesmith protected their lead and secured a 2-1 victory. Their win came from the smart time management and defensive discipline rather than explosive offense. With the series on the line in Game 9, both teams delivered another intense battle. Fawn scored 2 deep, long-range goals to tie the game 2-2 and force overtime, showing incredible composure under pressure. Kayla's defensive effort as the goalkeeper pushed the game to the end of regulation, but Mume got the last laugh by converting the winning goal. Fame won 3-2 because of Mume's clutch scoring and their unyielding spirit, forcing everything into a final sudden death championship match. After everything they fought for, it all comes down to one final game. We are now playing Game 10. Both teams have no protection. In the sake of being doubly eliminated. And this game is for the championship. Whoever wins this game will be crowned with the tiaras and trophies and all of the bragging rights. Let's meet our CPUs who will be playing for our players. And ready, set, go. Fury is Fauna, Viper is Mume, Stinger is Crony, and Storm is playing for Kayla. Right off the get-go, Timesmith get a good bounce, but miss the ball. And Kayla hits it wide. Nobody can say that I scripted this. You have seen all of the games and all of the highlights. This is really the game. From the finals, from every bracket, I played them all with CPUs. I couldn't have made it up. And off of the Crony pass, Kayla pushes it into the top right of the goal. And Timesmith quite effectively take the lead for like the 4th game in a row, or 4 times in this series between these two teams, playing a legit RLCS level amount of times. But will Timesmith grind out this W, or will Fame find the offense that led them to the finals up until this moment? Another save, good save by Fame, who stopped it from being 2-0 in a hurry. Mume comes in, smacks it down into the corner. Can Timesmith defend it? They can, or Fame kicks it out themselves. Every second becoming precious for both teams. They said the annals of history are watching the results of this match. I genuinely cannot be mad about either team winning, and I hope you at home have enjoyed the games that have been presented and these highlights that have been shown throughout the tournament. And Mume muscles it down into the goal, puts it right over Crony, getting vengeance on one of those earlier goals. It's tied 1-1 in this sudden death championship game. Fauna gets the boost, sends it back to the middle of the field. It hits perfectly, and it's so close, dude. So close to scoring. Fame can't get it in. Fauna barely clips the wall, and it's no goal. A massive save by Fame to stop that goal from going in. Good. I mean, the defense for Fame has been incredible since they won. Oh, blow up. That was unbelievable. I'm speechless. Fauna blows her up, pushes it in. Dirty play, some might say. But you do what you gotta do. In the Hololive World Cup, Fame lead 2-1. All that matters is the W. And holding that trophy at the end of the day sipping that champagne. 2 minutes, 4 Time Smith. If this goes to overtime, I will not be surprised. It's just the AI playing. I couldn't have asked for better games and a better script, but it really is just RNG that have led these two teams to come to this moment, and for me to watch it unfold before my eyes. Fauna with some amazing ball control throughout this match, just not letting Time Smith play with it. Oh, but she gets juked here. Quick possession by Time Smith. But the defense is incredible. Fame quickly transitions and stops that goal from going in too. Uh-oh. Mume goes back to the goal. And it's like a replay of the earlier goal. Crony. As I said before, Fame cannot defend against one type of goal, and it's that one. So it's tied with a minute left. Unbelievable stuff that I am paying witness to. Oh my god, it's wide open. Oh, Fame off of the kickoff gets stuck and hit each other, leading to an open goal for Kayla. And Kayla might remember that goal for the rest of her life, unless Fame can tie it up. The defense held so well. Oh my goodness, it's wide open! It's open! 3-3! Oh, it's not over yet. Fame have tied it up every clutch moment. It's like game 1, but in game 10. I wish I was joking, but that's true. 30 seconds now. Good bounce for Time Smith. Off of the wall. The defense was there to stop it. Stinger gets the boost, which is very important, I think, for Fame's opportunity to go score. Can Fame score? Likely the last chance. But now they need to play defense with 2 seconds. Okay. We have overtime in game 10. For the championship. The double elimination. Who cares about all that? It's just soccer. 2v2. Time to lock in and crown our champions. Good Fauna with the stop. Over to the goal. Mume commits to the goal, but it wasn't there. I liked what I saw, but it didn't happen. So Time Smith has a chance. No boost. Strong hit from Kayla. Crony isn't there. The boost starving is effective. Fauna! Mume puts it in, and Fame win game 10 4-3. A fast, quick strike. A fast strike in overtime finisher. That's right, it's finished. Put it in pen. Fame are the Hololive World Cup champions after the maximum amount of games you can play in the championship games. I can't believe it. If there's anything you need to know about me, it's that I have multiple Oshis. Kiara and Bae might have let me down, but it's no secret that I'm a huge sapling as well. In fact, ever since Fame's debut, they've always been one of my favorite pairings. But how did the pairing that you were rooting for do? How far did they go in the tournament? Did you enjoy watching the games? Let me know in the comments down below. I got insanely lucky that they went on this journey, and I wanted to share that with the world. Unfortunately, they graduated in 2025, but maybe I can add this to their legacy too. They brought joy to so many people and inspired so many indie projects, fan art, and original creations. So it really is my pleasure to announce that the winners of Rider BB123's Hololive World Cup are Fauna and Mume. When I first watched Doki's event WrestleTuber, I knew I wanted to do something like that. So I got to work laying the groundwork, but it was a lot more ambitious than I thought. I wanted to make it as perfect as possible, but it was kind of stressing me out. I almost hit my breaking point, but Gigi Marin once told me some words of encouragement that helped reignite my desire to see it through to the end. Kiara also coincidentally released a new song in February called Manifest, and which is a song that literally is about making your dreams into reality. Now that the tournament is over, I'm pretty proud of myself for how it turned out. I hope that maybe one day it'll inspire someone like you to dream big and also follow your passions. I obviously spent a long time making this video, so I can't wait to finally relax and play some new games like 100 Line, Octopath Traveler 0, or the new Fire Emblem game. Well, I at least think I deserve a break from Rocket League at least. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. God, I'm never spending that much time on a video ever again.